shoot up finals for the women's bow hunter freestyle. Here's the format. I'm going to call you to the line. Once you come to the line, you'll stay at the line. You won't have to come off of the line. We're going to go down. We're going to score your arrows. We're going to pull them for you, and we're going to bring them back to you. Lane choice was chosen by Emily. She was the top seed, so she's going to shoot first. Sam's going to shoot second. When you tell me you're ready, we're going to start a 30-second clock. Once we start that 30-second clock, it will run continually until you shoot your arrow. If you need someone to count down for you or you don't see it, I'll have a coach in your corner. Same thing, Sam. Once you shoot your arrow, that clock will be advanced to the next 30 seconds, which will be your turn to shoot your one arrow, Sam. And it will go back and forth until all 6 arrows are shot, and then we go down and score. We'll live update that on Facebook Live as well.
All right, Rugged crew, welcome back to another episode of the Rugged Arts. Today we're in Lacey, Washington at the Archery World Classic. This is the first event for Archery World. And I've got to say, Joe and Megan, the owners, did an amazing job with this event. So without further ado, let's get into it. As Joe just mentioned, the first 2 archers are Emily in the camouflage shirt and Samantha, obviously, in the blue shirt. The format here is a 40-centimeter target at 20 yards, scoring 11, 10, 9, all the way down. They'll be shooting in the bowhunter freestyle category, which means their sights are fixed pin. They can't be adjusted during the event. Their stabilizers need to be 12 inches or shorter, and they can't run any optics or glass, no magnification in their sights. We would also like to take a quick moment to thank Rain Total Body Fuel for partially sponsoring this event. All right, first end down here. Looks like Emily is trailing by 1 point to Samantha's 28. That's a good start. Maximum possible for a round is 33 points. The center of the target scoring 11. Now that 11 ring down there at 20 yards is about the diameter of a nickel. So that's quite the small target to hit. I can tell you from experience, looking down there, your pin covers up most of the 10 ring, so it gets a little hard to tell exactly where you're trying to hit, but with practice you can get there. I really enjoy watching the bow hunter class. You typically will see a little more variance in scores than in the open class. The open class typically you see 33, 32, maybe a 31. That's usually where they stay. In the bow hunter class, though, it varies a little more, and so it's a little bit more edge of your seat to watch. Should be finishing up their last shots now, and we'll get a look at their scores and see how they did.
So, how long have you guys been shooting?
Probably 3 years now.
3 years for Emily. And a mug for Sam. Nicely done. Very good, very good. So what are we sporting today? What's your bow?
Fanatic, Bowtech Fanatic.
Bowtech Fanatic. And what are you sporting here?
PSC Brute NXT.
The PSC Brute. Look at those bows, sharp, nicely done. Way to go, girls. Way to go. You're giving us a show. That's what we like. Will you come back again next year? You think so? Definitely here. I think so.
Oh, here we are. Definitely.
Definitely here. We got two.
7, 8, Emily, 9, 10, 9.
All right, ladies.
One more in.
All right. Emily scoring a 9-10-9. Samantha an 11-7-8. So Samantha's now trailing by 1 instead of leading. That's recoverable, though. I mean, as we've just seen, points vary wildly. So at this point, it's Emily's game to keep. She just needs to keep shooting consistently, and she might pull off a victory. The way the shoot down works is the third place archer will shoot against the second place archer. And the winner of that will go on to compete against the first place archer. And that's how we determine first, second, and third. So theoretically, you could come in third into the shoot down and wind up winning it all. Archery World here really does have a great location here in Lacey. There's lots of room inside the indoor facility. Their range can actually support 30-yard indoor, which is pretty rare and really nice to have. I believe they go out to almost 30 lanes, which makes it a very, very wide indoor range. They also have a full pro shop and a very talented staff that'll help you with anything that needs doing. I myself had my bow tuned there right before this event.
Oh! All right, so the crowd wanting to know stress level 0 to 10. Where was the stress level at?
The first in, probably like a 15.
15. Whoa! How about you?
Same.
Same. We have some serious stress up here. Right on. Well,
But
your
Yeah.
friends. There you go. There you go. Congratulations. Good shooting, gals. Way to go, and we'll see you next year. Awesome.
So for my little YouTube channel, how many of these events have y'all done before?
this is my first one.
Your first tournament. Now, first. Nice.
11, 11.
Woo! Well, this may be your first, but with scores like that, it better not be your last.
All right.
Do I go ahead and start?
Stephanie, 15, first or second? First, 15 first. Give us just a second, we'll get that set up, and then you'll be ready to score. You understand the format? You understand the format?
11-11-11 for Emily. That is some amazing shooting right there.
Stephanie chose to shoot first.
So with that, she cements her place as a second place, and Samantha is third in the event. But like we said before, Emily has a chance to progress and go for first place against Stephanie. Stephanie gets to decide which lane, left or right, and whether she prefers to shoot first or second. She gets to do this because she's currently in the top spot. She's chosen to shoot left lane and shoot first. Looks like she's using a back tension release or a hinge release, which means the arrow is actually released due to the rotation of the release in her hand and not an actual trigger. Emily, on the other hand, is using a wrist release, which is a release activated with your index finger. You will see those wrist releases used more typically in an outdoor hunting setup or scenario, whereas the back tension releases are typically seen on target courses or indoor events. They are phenomenal for accuracy, but in the woods, when you need the arrow to go, sometimes you need a trigger to let it go. But indoors, you've got the time and the presence of mind to smoothly work through that action, and they're pretty darn accurate.
Honey, how long have you been shooting?
Oh, I started about 10 years ago, but just getting back into it.
Right on. Where'd you start at?
Riverside Archery.
Riverside Archery. Very cool, very cool. So where's your stress level right now?
Well, I just checked my heart rate. We're about 140 right now.
140 on the heart rate. Holy smokes, I'd be having a coronary right now. So you guys seem to be doing
think mine
very
stopped
well
working.
and handling the pressure quite
It just
well.
came out.
I think
Awesome. What bow are you shooting?
I've got the Matthews Avail.
Matthews Avail. Right on. And your sight is
Black gold.
black gold sight.
Yeah.
Stabilizer? No idea. Well, that's good to know.
998. Nice.
8.
All right, Emily coming into this first round hot with an 11-11-8 to Stephanie's 9-9-8. So Emily is up 4 points in the very first target. That's going to be hard to come back from, but not impossible. Stephanie can definitely pull a win out of here. While we're watching these gals shoot through their second end, I'd like to encourage anybody who has ever been interested in archery to go out to your local range or to your local pro shop and inquire. A lot of places have classes, they have rental equipment. You can get a feel for it without the full commitment of buying a bow. It's a great sport to get into. This event here in Lacey is part of a 3-part event. First of which is Lacey. Second one is at the Archery World location in Vancouver, Washington. And the third's at their location in Troutdale, Oregon. Each event comes with cash payouts for the top shooters, as well as door prizes and raffles.
All right. So how's it going?
Not too bad.
I'm talking to the top 2 bowhunter freestyle ladies. They are shooting setups that have 12-inch stabilizers. They're only allowed to have 5 pins. They cannot move their sights once they start to shoot. Okay, so, and they're not allowed to have any glass inside their housing. So what they see is what they see with their naked eye. They cannot amplify to see anything going down there. So
And I can't see them anyway, so it's
she
fine.
can't see them anyway. So she's just aiming for the center of the goal. So how are the heart rates going now?
Down a little bit now.
Coming down? They're getting too comfortable with this. We're gonna have to add some pressure to it.
Woo!
We'll try to go free cam here and give you a perspective of what the archers are looking at. You'll notice Stephanie has a 5-pin sight. Each pin is 10 yards further distance, starting at 20 out to 60. It's used for outdoor archery events and for hunting. Emily, on the other hand, is shooting a single pin. However, that pin can be moved to any yardage from 1 to 100. Typically seen on competition and target bows, but can be used for hunting.
At this point, I'm guessing you probably wish that you were shooting in the freestyle class so you could adjust that sight just a little bit to the left, huh?
Yeah. It was pretty consistent over there.
That's one of the downfalls of the bowhunter freestyle class. But anyways,
It makes it more fun though.
nice
It's a guessing
shooting.
game.
Nice shooting.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Emily. You are the big winner of the female bowhunter freestyle. So, how does it feel now?
Are you switching?
She's still shaking. The nerves are still there. Probably take you a day or so to get past that. So, awesome. Very good.
Now I'm hot.
Now
Before
you're
I
hot.
started, now I'm hot.
Nice. Congratulations. Good shooting. Good shooting.
Very nice.
Third place was Samantha Lucas for $100. And then again, ladies, stand by and we'll get the $65 banner and everything too. Second place for $250, Stephanie Rustad.
There we go. Got it.
And first place, is this your first shoot up? Emily's first shoot up for $400.
Woo!
All right, they're filling out the men's prizes right now, so women's open can start warming up. Women's open can start warming up.
All right, that wraps up the female bowhunter freestyle for this leg of the event. Looks like your winner, overall winner for first place is Emily. Second place is Stephanie. And third place was Samantha. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Next week we'll be looking at the women's pro. All right, see you guys in the next one.